think I hit the button. There we go.
Are we live,
All right.
everyone?
Hey.
We are alive. Yay.
Hopefully they can hear us on the other side.
I have all the buttons on. I triple check now just to make sure. All right, so last we left, everybody has left out from Luskan. Lionel did some super special shopping, picked up a few magical pieces. You made it through the Neverwinter Wood, or into the Neverwinter Wood, took a long rest, took a decent rest. The Loxodon that are traveling with you took some watches along with a couple party members, and on the third watch at the end, a series of bears, very large and non-uniform bears, some brown, some black, some large, some smaller, have surrounded the camp, and Beskar shouts out something to the effect of, "If you mean us any harm, you best stay away." And the largest of the bears shrinks down to be a very beautiful elf woman who says, "I would say the same to you." And that's kind of where we left off. Oh, before we get going, I did forget something at the beginning of the actual round, the beginning of this mess. There were some pieces that I forgot to show. We had some people send in some fan art last week, and I didn't get to show that last week. So, for Megan, I will show her artwork. She made us a cool adventure initiative banner
Nice.
that we can, yes, we can use that on our Facebook page, etc. I really like this; very pretty. Thank you very much, Megan.
Thank you.
Very awesome. And we had another piece of banner art, surprisingly. Where did it go? From Tyler. I don't even know who Tyler is, but Tyler, thank you very much.
That's pretty badass.
Vielen Dank.
I don't know if we just needed some extra banner work because our banners sucked, because they did. They really did. But thank you guys, Megan and Tyler, very much appreciated. And yeah, very, very thankful, very grateful. All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Shout out to Keegan again, because he made our amazing character art, which we're showing all around us here. There we go. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Keegan. Very nice. All right, so when we last left, you were standing in the midst of several bears who were not real pleased with your presence. One of them transforms, and here we are. We did discuss during the little break, would the characters have heard it? Yes, they definitely would have heard Beskar saying, don't approach any closer, and that would have at least woken them up. And that's where we pick back up.
I was not aware we were in Druid territory. We mean you no harm. We were just passing through.
So sorry.
Neverwinter Wood is Druid territory. All of it. Why are you trespassing through sacred territory? Are you here to rob it like the others?
We are taking a mission to... That part's classified, but we are on an important mission to do good.
To do good. Roll a perception or persuasion check on that, to do good.
Good job.
Got this.
You're the face of the group, right?
I'm in the wrong Discord again. I don't know how to get switching. I think I just saw that it was like 11. Buddy.
What is that noise?
That is my dog with the Squeak toy.
The squeak toy. Play
Your
with
dog's broken,
me!
dude.
I wonder why if that's why my dog was freaking out. She heard it.
Ooh.
I rolled a
21.
10 and got a 21.
You are definitely the face of the group. She's like, oh, well, I see. And she still doesn't look very impressed, but she's not going
Ronan
to question it any.
approaches.
And who are you?
Greetings. My name is Grodan Malfour. I am the War Master of the Loxodon. I apologize for the intrusion, but we are attempting to make our way to a rendezvous with a group of allies, and we are not able to use the direct route through Mirabar.
Well, as you march through, do be careful not to flatten things. She kind of glares at you. When you said War Master, that definitely was not something she was keen on. She kind of gave you a glare at that word. We are here to keep the peace and to protect the sacred treasures within the wood. If you are not attempting any of those things, we will keep our eyes on you. And
we wish
if not,
no ill will towards you or to the land.
and if
We are
not,
just making passage.
you will be free to exit. If you harm any of the sacred things of the wood, well, you will not be free to exit.
We only used dead wood for our fires.
As I see. And she just kind of backs up a step.
He's like, I do have a question. If you want us to get out of your hair sooner, is there a faster way to the wood?
Dang it, I was going to say that.
She looks over at you, and the way you are going, if you are trying to get to Mirabar, is way off track. Where are you headed?
Groden gives her a rough idea of where they're heading, like the general area.
All right, so you just tell her to the south of Long Saddle, and she just kind of nods. Yeah, you are headed in the right direction for sure. Then keep going that direction, and well, like I said, don't mar any of the sacred items.
Of course.
At this point, Bringen goes, if I may, could you perhaps, now, Groden, I'll defer to your leadership here. However, what if we had one of the bears guide us so that we can avoid such relics and things they want to protect?
I would not be opposed, just to ensure that we are keeping with your customs and your ensuring that we are being respectful guests.
Are you all bears? Are you all druids? Or
I'm not.
The bears. The woman laughs at that as she looks back at the others, and she smiles and nods. These are my counterparts. It is our job as the druids of the circle of the forest to keep the wood as pristine as possible.
Beskar, your pup is awesome, but man, it's killing
I'm not sure
me.
if I could hear it because the thing wasn't going, but I'll mute it until it stops.
So, at this point, I will say, Bringen looks back at his bed that he made and tries to mold earth and put it back to the way it was before.
Are you doing it on the sly, or are you just reaching back and going?
Let me see. Do I have sleight of hand?
That's what I'm asking. Do you want to do it on the sly, or are you just being bold about it and saying, "Here, let me put this back for you. One moment, please."
Show people.
It's somatic, so yeah, I can't do sleight of hand. Yeah, nope. It's pretty brazen. Like, I'm sorry. Try to put it down.
All right. So she sees you and just kind of gives you the stink eye, but makes no move against you. Well, I
if not
suppose
invade.
I could send Lilifel with you. She looks over at one of the black bears. She's one of the younger of our group, but will definitely know which things to touch and not to touch. Lilifel, come forward. And as she does, she resumes her human form. She's standing there she's a human, standing there in a very, like a faded green gown, but it's still very nice. And she approaches and says, "Hello. Yes, mistress, I can do that."
I thank you for your understanding, and I apologize for any undue stress that we have caused.
Or
As long-
offense.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, Bringen just added in. Or offense.
Yeah, she just says, "You have not offended me. We seek to protect, and we are ensuring that anyone who comes into the woods also exits the woods as safely as possible for both us and them. Especially when you bring an army of war through our place."
We are attempting to liberate a people
I am sure you
who
are.
have fallen under the control of those who are less than scrupulous.
Well, I wish you the best in your journey.
Thank you.
And you can tell that was more of a don't let the door hit you on the way out kind of thing. That was,
Yes, we will make haste.
Bringen bows and is like, with caution.
Yes. And she resumes
So
her
after
wild
they
shape.
leave, we'll all get ready and get back to bed and everything, so we can have an early start.
She resumes her wild shape and steps back into the woods. And as they are all departing, you see Lilifel has not left. She's just kind of standing there with her arms at her side, just watching you.
Lilithel, is it?
Yes. Are we leaving now?
We will be leaving. No, we will be leaving at first light.
Oh, okay.
You are safe to rest if you would like.
I'm well rested, thank you.
Very well. We will make haste. We will wake at first light and make haste to. Make haste at a quick pace to be out of your woods as soon as possible.
Oh, very well. I will guide you as best I can.
Thank you.
So how much time before the morning?
It is about an hour and a half to sunrise. You guys could take another little bit of a nap. You didn't have any strenuous activity or battle or anything, so it's a mild interruption in your sleep, but not enough that you're going to not get a full rest. Especially those who didn't take watch. Those of you who didn't take watch, you already have a full rest.
I'm going to spend the next hour cooking, prepare a treat with the groceries that I brought from town, and then
yes,
offer our guide one.
Oh,
as well as one
is...
for Aslaneve and Beskar and Lionel. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep.
Excuse me.
So
bless you.
This one is with grape jelly.
Oh,
filling, kind of like a Danish pastry.
What was your name again? Lilifar?
Lilifel.
Lilifel, okay.
Lylliphel.
Interesting.
If you're writing it down or anything.
I wasn't, but okay.
Lily Fall.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll go to go. Would you like breakfast?
No thanks. Mr. Bringen, I think, has already handed me this beautiful little stuffed fruit thing. It looks wonderful. She takes a little nibble of it. It's very sweet.
It is indeed. And
Is
then
that
I
why
just
he's so
take mine and
round?
Gulp it down.
It's a trap. Now you must take 2d8 poison damage.
Yeah, right. Is that why he's so round? The
Yeah,
sweets.
he's had one too many of these.
Oh,
He's
it only
known
takes
around here as
one, and
big
she kind of
belly
holds it out.
cotton.
Yeah, the big fat fool. That's me.
Bring in his Jimmy.
You can tell she's a little bit on the gullible side. It only takes one extra to make him. And she kind of holds it out like, do I want to finish this?
It's a figure of speech. You have to eat like 300 of them to get as big as him. So you should be fine if you eat just one.
Give me a bit more credit. 4 of them will fatten you up. I mean, technically speaking, four hit points is that of a peasant.
This is true.
That's a lot of sugar.
She finishes the rest of it, and it's very tasty. Thank you, Mr. Bringen.
He smiles and, like, genuinely is, like, for the first time you guys see, as much as he's made jokes and laughed, like, he actually looks genuinely happy.
Well, it is... Sunrise has risen. Suppose we should leave soon, yes?
Correct.
Let's pack it up and get moving.
The Loxodon
So yeah, they quickly break all their stuff down.
Yeah, have their stuff. They didn't have tents per se. They just had little bedrolls, and they've rolled up their bedroll and put out their fire, making sure not to leave anything smoldering. And Lilifel smiles and nods. Thank you. And you guys are ready to take off whenever.
Yeah, we depart quickly and making a quick pace.
All right, so you make your way through the Neverwinter Wood. There is the next day is a good upward slope, 45-degree up, but it's still very wooded. So you're like grabbing trees and pulling yourself along, basically. Every few steps, you'll grab another little tree trunk and pull yourself along just to get up there. Because after a while, at first, it's not a big deal, but you've been doing this all day, and it's a good way up. And about midday, you reach the crest of this slope, and begin working your way. Probably not midday, mid-morning, like 10 a.m. You'd reach the crest and begin working your way down at that point. And it's pretty much the same thing in reverse on the other side, going down.
I thought this was gonna be easier.
You probably do have to slow down for.
Lilifel?
Oh, yes,
Really
this is.
I have
This
an
is
ox before,
wonderful.
and it was so much better.
I mean,
I've done this much walking in ages.
You do encounter a few wild animals, but with so many of you, you have 10 very large Loxodon, not including Grodin, plus, the minor army of other people that you have. You're making enough noise that you see them, but you're not necessarily attracting them as adversaries. You see them off in the distance, and they turn and run usually. So, things that probably would have threatened a traveler or two definitely still scurry out of the way fairly quickly. It helps to travel with an army.
yeah, maybe we'll.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about the forest, Lilifel?
Oh, it is wonderfully lush and
There's
green
one.
here. This is one of the most providing forests in this whole shore coast. We have lots of, artifacts and items that we would like to keep hidden.
It is quite beautiful. What kind of
Yeah.
items, if you don't mind me asking?
The kind that we would like to keep hidden.
And
That's
Lionel
fair.
kind of gets interested at this. It's like, well, if we were to, it would be better, or we'd have an easier time not running into it if we knew where not to look.
Very
Bringen
sneaky.
looks very
Much
confused.
persuasion.
That is going to be a persuasion check, but she is a very naive. I have her written up as very naive. So she would just kind of smile and, oh, I see. Roll a persuasion check to see, does she buy into it? Normally I would say, okay, haha, she might.
21.
Yeah.
Oh my word!
Toward
I
the,
would say
over
It's
there,
definitely
toward the
not
left,
over a cave over there.
there is a massive. I know what I'm trying to say. Jerry has forgotten the words. Basically, a giant indention in the earth. I would definitely stay out of that if I were you. Not only is it very dangerous, but there's some powers beyond your control there.
Okay.
Bringen kind of gives
Kind of makes a
Lionel the
mental
stink
note.
eye.
What you wanted to know too. Just kind of nods it.
Y'all are bad.
Bringen doesn't under. Wait, no. High insight. So yes, he does understand that secret message. And replies back was, "What they were is different than where they were."
I'm sorry. Did I miss something?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Oh,
Lionel.
okay.
Like cool forest though. Cool forest. Just
Oh,
changing
yes,
the
it's
subject.
very beautiful. Did I tell you how warm it usually stays here? All year round. That's why they call
Is
it
that where they
Neverwinter.
got the name?
Of
I thought it was
course.
just because it was the desert, but it's not the desert.
It's not a desert, no.
I'm being stupid. Never mind. Ignore me. I'm muting myself. Goodbye.
The last we heard from him. Is it always this warm? Like, has it always been this warm?
Oh,
He snaps,
it's-
and he says, "It's not called the Neverwinter Woods for nothing."
Oh. Oh, you know what? That makes sense.
Aslan just sighs, and he goes back to reading his book while walking.
Well,
Wonder why.
we shall be crossing the Neverwinter River soon. It's very wide, so please hold on to your gear. Aside from that, we will be exiting just south of Longsettle. Should be there by sun.
that
Should
case,
be at
Bringen
Longsettle by
takes out, like-
sunset.
Bringen's gonna get like a rag, and I don't know if he has something that could be like used as like a cork stopper, but he uses it to like seal up the urn and holds it over his head if we go through the water.
Okay.
I do not want that getting wet.
All right. You find some pieces of twine and an oil-soaked rag that you believe would probably be waterproof, and tie it along the top and tighten it down real good. In fact, you think the new guy, what's his name? Lion Tamer? He might have some oil that
Leonin?
you could borrow.
Sure, you've never been around for my real name.
All right, so
what's
you are
your-
marching
what's your-
along. I need perception checks from Grodin, if he's leading the charge, and I'm going to do one for Lilifel. She has a passive perception of 19.
Nice.
That is, I don't even have to roll for her.
20%,
And a
11
20.
for sight.
You, as you're marching along, You see Lilifel just suddenly dart out in front of you and stop and turn around. Wait! Wait!
Groden puts a halt. What is going on?
You can't go any further than this. There's a beast ahead. And she looks around.
There's a yeast? That's what I heard.
There is a beast ahead.
A beast? What kind of beast?
And she kind of
How
gets really
big
quiet.
and dangerous.
Yeah, she gets really quiet and starts kind of, like leaning in toward Groden. It's just, I heard some footsteps. It sounded large.
Does Groden smell anything with the 20?
You did not.
Can I go invisible and go investigate?
For 6 seconds, or are you doing your...
Um,
Are you doing
I'll
a
do
spell?
Yeah.
All right. So you see him, Beskar, vanish, and she did point in a direction. You start walking in that direction, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
She's looking around. Where did the skinny one go?
I believe he is scouting ahead while invisible.
That's
I
probably
did
bad.
summon Scout ahead.
What if it smells him?
Well, if he gets eaten, I don't have to deal with him anymore.
I
Well, then
assume
I'm
he will
glad
let us know if
his
he is
turn.
in danger.
Well, I don't know. I don't know where he went.
Usually they scream really loud.
Do I see anything?
You
Can
are
I?
you are sneaking along. Roll a perception check.
I believe that was a +5. Yep. That is a natural 1.
Oh no.
Why are you the
Found it all
worst?
You are-
my turn.
You are walking along and you do not see anything.
Hmm.
That's kind of die out there.
I will go back. Still invisible.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you walk back, just still invisible. All right.
I don't see anything, guys. I mean, I'm sure it's still
Who's
out
there?
there. I couldn't find it.
Lionel,
Yes.
scout for us, please.
Do you want me to turn you invisible?
All right.
Or are you good?
And no. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Where's this voice coming from?
But you sure there's something large up there? And
Lilifel says.
so I know what I'm looking for.
Lilifel says, I just heard footsteps. It sounded heavy. Maybe it's just my imagination, but
All right.
I'm scared a little bit.
Before
We're gonna.
before
My
Lionel
plan is
goes,
to.
I tap him on the back, give him guidance. So you can add 1d4 to your skill check.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna hood up and kind of duck behind a tree and then make my way.
All right. You do so. Roll a perception
then-
check as you are... Actually, a stealth check first. I should have given Beskar a stealth check, but...
Stealth check. And then I just add 4 to every skill check or just one?
You get to choose which one.
Okay.
You
it
can
won't
do
be this
just
one.
one, but you can choose which one you want to do it to. But you have to choose before you roll, right?
It's a nat 20.
Once before the spell, the roll of the
stealth.
d4, add a number, rolled one of the
Yeah.
choice, roll the die before or after. If they could do before or after the ability check.
Oh, or after. All right. There you go.
Well, this one's a nat 20, so
All right. So you are the stealthiest you have ever been. Matter of fact, that the invisibility would have just been overkill?
I mean, if this thing can smell, I'm not. The cloak doesn't do too much.
True that.
But
So now perception?
I'll roll perception, and I'll add the D4 to it because I know I'm gonna want to know. Perception is all right. That is a 15.
A 15 with the 4.
Perception.
All right, with the +4. You look up. You're looking around and you don't see anything, but when you look up, you see this shadowed form leap off of one branch and vanish and appear on the branch 15, 20 feet across.
Like it actually just vanished,
Yes,
or that's what it appeared to.
that's what it appeared. It looks like it just, as it was
All
mid-leap,
right,
it just, and then 15, 20 feet later, appears and finishes the leap. It looks very agile. You didn't get a distinct animal shape from it. Just, it looked very muscular and agile and fleeting.
All right. Lionel goes back to the group and kind of gets a little close to I always forget her name, but the druid and Grodin and anyone else is there. That's it. He just he points up. It's like whatever, and kind of relays it like whatever it is. It's in the trees.
Does that sound familiar at all to Grodin? Like what it was? Would there be a check that I could roll just off of his description to kind of get an idea?
You could roll a history check to see if you've ever encountered something like this yourself.
Oh.
14.
That does not ring a bell to you at all.
Level, is this something you've encountered before?
So Grodin,
There are
Grodin
lots of
will like
things
do hand signals to the rest of the Loxodon to like tell them to keep up, like keep an eye up,
Yeah.
be alert.
There are lots of things that could probably be quick and agile, and I'm not sure how much of that is just the trick of your eye.
All I know is when it moved from a branch to a branch, I lost sight completely. It just vanished and appeared somewhere else.
Is it like my ability? And I describe Misty Step to him.
I don't know how much of it was magical and just it was pretty muscular. I think it was just built for trees. I couldn't tell you though, for sure.
As when he puts his arms across his chest and he's like, well, we can't just sit here waiting for it. We have to press on.
Perhaps we should walk around silently.
I mean, we can do that. I'm not opposed to walking silently.
I don't know if is silence a trait of Loxodon?
Not really.
Typically, and most of them are in full plate armor.
I mean,
We're going to be loud no matter what we do.
Well, would it be wise to deviate the path the other bears instructed us?
well, I'm pretty sure this druid wouldn't lead us the incorrect way. He'd lead us in the most safe.
True.
Lilithel here is the guide. She would know this forest better than any of us.
We should just be prepared, but be aware of our surroundings.
All right, we follow you, Miss Lily, I think.
All right, so they begin trying to walk around. Ooh, the footsteps, you start to hear them now. They get louder. You actually start hearing them. It's not footsteps in the leaves of the ground. It's footsteps like something hitting the branches and making the leaves rattle. And it's as you're walking, it's like they're following you, and you start to hear like on either side of you this happening.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing we could do is just continue and be prepared for danger.
I'm going to cast Augury with my pact
All right.
and see if calling out to them would be a good idea. I appeal to the Watcher of the Forest.
You appeal to the Watcher of the Forest to say, should you call out to it, and you get a resounding no. This warmth of in your mind tells you, bad.
Only woe goes to those who call at him. You shall run.
All right, press on.
You press on a little further, and you see this large black shadow of a panther pounce down in front of Grodin and growl. And this panther has these long tentacles that hang off of its back.
Yes. Huh.
Splicer beast.
Grodin doesn't know that.
You have never seen one of these creatures before. This is the
Yep.
most unusual panther you have ever seen. And as it growls, several more jump down from the trees around you. If you would like to take an action, you can try to count them all.
No.
Otherwise, you just know that there's several, and you'll figure that out as we go, and it is initiative.
Grodin rolled a 10 for initiative.
Oh, wrong channel. There we go. It'll be 20 minus 1. Hey, natural 20. Got a 19.
Woohoo!
Got a dirty 20.
All right, so
I can't get it.
we have Lionel,
Wow. Which is probably better.
Bringen. Now, Bringen, you do have a handful of Loxodon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave those in your control. They each get one
Hang on.
attack.
Okay.
It is. I'm trying to figure out how to do the army at this point. They are, let's say, AC 18. One attack of
Plus 4 to hit.
+4
Sorry.
of what are they carrying? They're carrying longswords, right? So 1d8 plus their strength. They have a high strength, so let's say 1d8 plus.
4 again.
Yeah, Loxodon, I'm going to give them +6.
Woo! Slashing.
Yes. So, Grodin, you have 10 creatures, AC 18, +4, 1d8 +6, and I will keep track of their health points. I have them here on their health points.
All right.
So I have 10 Loxodon then?
Grodin has 10 Loxodon, yes.
10 Loxodon.
Oh, okay. So then.
So if you want to do 5 and 5
You-
just to keep the rolling moving.
That works. We can split it.
Sure. I was just like.
Or there's 5 of us. Each of us can roll a Loxodon attack.
There you go. That's not a bad idea. Each of you
And then
roll
use,
2
like-
Loxodon attacks, as well as your normal attack.
And then use like what Hive rules, where it's like all their hit points are just in one big thing, like one pool. Well, whatever. You're keeping track of that. Never
Yeah,
mind.
I'm
he's
keeping
keeping
track of the hit
that.
points.
Either way, this shall be interesting.
All right, ready whenever.
I got a 9 for initiative, by the way.
Ooh.
9 is
Hashtag
best
kitty
guy.
whack game.
What's Aslaneve? Aslaneve, what'd you get?
I rolled a 6.
A 6. Aslaneve. All right. The beasts have a 14.
Is Lily anywhere on the initiative?
She is not.
Okay.
Lily, as this whole thing starts, turns and runs.
Does she
Seeing-
leave the group?
Yep.
Okay.
We knew the basic way to get out of here. She was just kind of acting as, an extra guide and, kind of more of like, to make sure that they felt like we would be taking care, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's Bringin would feel certainly bad if she were to split from the group and then get eaten by 3 or 4 panthers on her way out.
Don't know.
That's that kitty whap life.
Brian, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's not our problem.
Oh.
She
All
led
right.
us through the forest, and the first thing you do is say, forget it. It's okay.
We do
she
have
died."
we have a lot of problems in front of us.
Yeah, and
So
her
many.
problems are not our problem. So,
All right.
I
So each of
fair.
you get 2 Loxodon rolls to add to your attacks, which is +4 and 1d8 +6 if it hits. And let me show the map.
A D20 +4 to attack.
Yep.
Yes. As well as to damage.
A 6 to damage, yes. Let me see. Where'd the map go? I lost the map. There it is.
Also, Kel was asking if we wanted to join the last hour tonight, or if she's doing that next week.
Probably next week.
Okay.
Because we already have her at the city wall, which is 5 days away. It'd be really weird for her to show up here.
All right.
All right, so now we're going to make this as quick as I possibly can here, of adding.
okay. So you're saying we each control 2 Loxodon?
Yep.
No, we each control a Loxodon.
No, you each control
A
2. There are 10 of them.
2.
There are 5 of you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Can one of mine be Grodan that I control?
Yeah, here.
Did specify.
All right, so I've got to go make all of these visible now. Oh, I got to show the map first. That would kind of be helpful, wouldn't it? Zip. In fact, let me switch screens.
It's 1d8 +4 for each of them.
Yeah, 1d8 +6.
That's good damage.
They're Loxodon. They have a little bonus to their kickassery.
They
smash
things real hard.
They jump
Wow,
down
that's a
through
lot
the
of PCs.
trees, and I don't have. Yes, there's a lot of PCs to deal with, so I'm going to try to do this as quickly as I can.
Oh my.
Like kitties.
Who's a good kitty?
That's
Because of my low intelligence, I can't actually tell if they're dangerous yet or not.
Jerry, are you sure you want to control that many enemies?
And we have
Well,
Thorba
just-
there, too.
That's why.
He's tired of this
Strictly
campaign.
Oh yeah,
guys.
Thorba. Yeah. All right. It says
If we
I'm
end
back.
up being able to play again tonight.
Yeah, good point.
It says I'm back.
Yeah.
The internet is.
Oh, you're good.
We hear you.
Yep,
I have.
I hear you.
Instead of, I usually get about 1,000 kilobits per second in and out, and I'm getting about 200 right now. So things are really wonky.
Oh, well, yeah, that'll do it.
So I'm not sure if if this is actually going to stay alive or not. So we'll find out next week, apparently, once I get my internet back. It's writing at 100 kilobits per second right now. So I don't think I have enough to actually continue streaming properly. I'm so sorry,
well,
guys. We've had
I may
one thing
jump
after
on the
another, but-
after talk Discord in a little bit, but
Sure,
I gotta
yeah.
take a quick break.
All right. Well, I will see you guys
Yeah,
over
we
there.
could do that.
Chat members, I apologize, and streamers. I don't know who we have still listening if I disconnected, but if we do, we're gonna hop on our Discord. If you want to see the Discord itself, it is. See if I can pull that image up. Right here. Oh, I don't have that image loaded. Huh. That would probably be helpful. Let me do that real fast. Discord. We have our Discord chan. Oh, it's not in there. All right. Well, I will have to add it. I can find, well, I have it here. 1 second. I apologize. I should have had this a little more streamlined. Media, there it is. Add. This guy. That's what I'm looking for. All right. Put that there. So that's our Discord chan. It is discord.gg/ and this is always the fun part to explain to people. Little f, big W, little j, 6, big Z as in zebra, big B as in bumblebee, big Q as in queen.
Is that the link for the Discord?
Yep, that is the link for the Discord. Anybody can join it. When you do, we will be on the Discord. We're going to be in a channel called Live Game Chat. Or no, excuse me. It's a voice channel called After Stream Chat. There we go. So we can talk over there. I apologize, guys, for the chaos again. This kind of really pisses me off a little bit. But it is what it is, and we'll go over there and discuss future plans and what to do next and the session itself. So hopefully we'll see you guys there.
Can people join the after stream chat?
Yep.
It shows that it's like locked, but I don't know who all has access or how
I
that
will
works.
make sure that
I
I
can
can
join it.
by the time we get there.
All right.
Also,
See you on the other side.
artist, he's cool.
Wait and see.
Vegan. All right, bye.
All right. Bye.
Toodles.
Kissy.